Yeah, I'm so excited to be back playing, first of all, and for the first event back to be in Italy and in Parma, where I have never been. It's so exciting. I love Italy. I'm in Rome for my birthday every year, but I'll take Parma over that this year. So yeah, just really excited for some tennis and good food. Yeah, the match against Serena is definitely a unique experience I'll never forget. In tennis, everything goes by quick, so I have to actually remember because I forget quickly. But um, I think it's something that I'll never forget just because, first of all, playing Serena, it's to be the one to be her last match is so special. But the crowd and the atmosphere is something that I'll probably never experience again, and I don't think I want to. But to have that memory and have just my 6, 7 people in my box cheering for me, it was kind of nice as well because I don't know, it was just I could find the beauty and the chaos in that match. So to have won that match and have that memory it's incredible. Yeah, I mean, I think leading up to New York, I had some really good results and playing well on grass. And I think I had to qualify a lot in some tournaments, but I got a lot of matches and wins. So coming into New York, even though I wasn't seeded, I was very confident. But every match was really tough up until, the quarterfinals. So to have gotten my best result in US Open that year was really special because it was like, I feel like New York has always been a place where I felt like I could do well, but things never really clicked until that moment. So it felt like it was meant to happen in that way. I think the Serena match is something that I think people more will say like, oh, you played Serena in her last match. So I think it's more for the people. For me personally, probably making quarterfinals at Wimbledon for the second time will be the most special memory for me because Wimbledon is incredible, and I think doing it for the second time was more enjoyable than the first because you always think once it can be lucky or something. So doing it this next year was a confirmation that it wasn't just luck, that I do belong here. So that was incredible, and also the match against Cornet, the way I got it was I don't know. I still remember that and think much more of it than the Serena match. Yeah, well, 2023 was a really tough year is when I had my knee surgery, and really everything I've done in the gym was rehab the knee, but also I always worked on my whole body because, once I get back, I know that I don't want to get another injury. So it was really tough just to always go to the gym, and you don't know really when your comeback is going to happen. So you got to be mentally really tough. And then this year, I had an unfortunate, procedure I had to do after Australia. So it was not as tough because it wasn't as long, but still the knee is something I constantly have to just keep getting stronger at. And, I think it takes a little while because I want to get back to tennis, but in a good way, in good form. So I didn't want to rush the process just because I'm, eager to get back. I wanted to be sure that my level is there. So I'm excited that that's this week. I would say a lot of squats on one leg was, you start obviously just with body weight and then you add weight to it once you get stronger. Wall sits were something that is really important for me, just pretty much getting the quads strong, whatever you can think of. It's what I do on a daily basis. And then you slowly increase the cardio and everything once you're stronger. But the boring part is just getting it strong with boring exercises. But yeah, yes and no. I think when you're doing this, you don't really think about it until you stop and you're like, okay, I've been doing this for a long time because you love it. I think with my situation, I've had many years off because of injuries, so I don't feel my age in a way. I feel like I could play for much longer if my body allows it, which is kind of nice. I still feel really motivated and hungry to play, but for sure, it's not an easy thing to do in a day every day. But I think everyone that's doing this as their life we're pretty lucky. I think it's really hard to say what's making tennis more popular, but I do think more people are talking about it. I can see, girls like the outfits we wear, so you'll see many brands now make tennis clothes, and that's fun to see. But I think each country is a bit different. The popularity varies, but I think overall, I just hear more about people getting interested, and that's great for us because I think tennis deserves a large fan base. So yeah, the more the better. 2024 for me, I would just like to stay really healthy. In a way, my year did start already in Australia, so I'm just looking at this like a small break that I had in between. So if I can just play from now till the end with no more breaks, I'll be very happy. I don't want to get too greedy. I think for me, it's just really important to just play. If I get a great result, it's a bonus right now because I've really just missed being and doing what I have been doing for all these years. The last year and a half have been really tough for me just to, not play. So I want to stay really humble and just ask for as many matches as possible. I have definitely thought about retirement as a thing that will happen eventually because it happens to everyone. I think being out, it forced me to think about life after tennis. And it does also get me excited because I think there are so many things I want to do after tennis. But for me, if I'm retiring anytime soon, I can say it's because I have to, not because I want to. So if I have it my way, I definitely wish to play for a while longer.